Mr. Wu. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, our colleague. I'm Ms. Madolete, as I've been introduced by Mr. Wu. I'm also a member of support-based team of Lesiba Secondary. It is my pleasure to welcome our honorable guests from Warrior Talent. That is led by Ms. Lumkakaland. Shall you please stand up, ma'am, so that they can be able to see you. Who is a managing director of the company. So most of the time here at school, I talk about Aham Sichaba. She is the one who is leading Aham Sichaba when I talk about financing of our. And I also acknowledge her team and her liaison officers who are here. The focus area of Warrior Talent is sustainability, transformation, empowerment, and development of the community. Therefore, this initiative is perfect illustration of organization investing in the disadvantaged communities and transferring skills to young adults. The purpose of this event is to hand over school uniform to our future leaders. Your commitment as Warrior Talent to this school is greatly appreciated. Today we have Warrior Talent as our second home as Lesiba Secondary. I thank you. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon to everyone. We are happy to be here. As you heard, my name is Lumkakaland. I just want to make a correction. Yes, I'm part of Warrior Talent, but no, I'm not the MD of Warrior Talent. I'd love to be, but I'm here with my boss, my managing director, Mr. Fungai Mutize. There he is. That is the big boss who's managed to instruct all of us to do what we're doing here today. Thank you to him. And if I may also introduce Mr. Courtney Chibore is the finance director at Warrior Talent. Together with Courtney, we have another director of Warrior Talent, business development director. There he is, he's a cameraman today. His name is Mr. Brighton Ewangelani. And together with us as directors of Warrior Talent, led by the MD, we have the staff of Warrior Talent. Two of them are our business development managers, Bunolo and Vera. We also have our accountant with us, Rutendo. And we also have our tender administrators as well as business administrators. They are Zandi as well as Tony. We've left behind other staff members of Warrior Talent. Thank you for welcoming us. We do appreciate that. Thank you.
Next up, we'd like to hear a word from the boss himself, the MC of Warrior Talent, Mr. Fungai. If you could please join me on stage, sir. Can we give him a round of applause?
I'm sure it will allow me to take off my mask. Good afternoon, everyone. Let me start by thanking our MC. She's leading us well. I don't know if she has been greeted since morning, but we want to do a special favor to her and just say thank you so much for welcoming us and meeting as well. Thank you, Mr. Principal, for allowing us to be in your school. We really appreciate it. Don't take it for granted. As much as we are coming, with things to give to your kids, but that reception, or being allowed the opportunity to do that, we appreciate that. Let me also introduce Lumka. I'm sure, she was introduced as the MT. I'm sure the Vice Principal is already doing succession planning for her time. Lumka Garland is our Operations Director. So, we are happy to have her here. We also have another director who is not here, and Nosipo Moyo, who is our Research Director. So I think that is the full complement of directors. We also have another big team in the office. We realized that we cannot, come all of us this side. At least others have to continue working in the office. She forgot to introduce Emmanuel. Emmanuel is here with us as well. I think you saw that, the bag that was carrying the stuff that we brought. It's Emmanuel who was running around to fetch the stuff for us. Let me also thank our staff, really. It's one thing to have got a dream or to come up with, an objective of saying we also need to be transformation agents in the community. But it's another thing to have people who are committed to see that through. And, I would love to thank this team that is here with us, including Emmanuel, for running around and making sure that they get the list from you, they go to the different shops and buy the stuff. So guys, thank you so much. I think we deserve to give them a round of applause. Just a bit about Warrior Talent, then I'll give you a word of encouragement, I think, to our kids here. Warrior Talent is a management consulting organization. We do HR consulting. We are also into IT solutions. So if you go to our website, you see that we've got a number of services that we offer. We have 5 strategic pillars, but one of them that has resulted in us being here today is the sustainability pillar. I think the Vice Principal touched on that a bit when she was here. It was really intentional when we actually came up with that. And we said, we need to add a pillar that talks to transformation and empowerment. We've been doing this over the years. It's not the first time that we've done this. This year we actually made a commitment to have it as a pillar and to have a commitment as an organization to say, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna go to communities and do our part. But the transformation does not only, start here. It starts with our employees in the office. What impact as an organization are we making to them? Are we making them grow financially, in terms of knowledge, and that impact is then carried over to communities. We work with different clients. What impact, what value are we adding as an organization? That's why we say sustainability. It talks to transformation and empowerment. Then we've got a lot of candidates we have recruitment that we deal with. Are we really helping them to make informed career choices? So it's something that we take to heart. We work with people, and we've guided a number of organizations, from board CEOs to help them to make informed career choices. So for us, empowerment and transformation is very, 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 very critical. The other arm to it is what we are doing here. We say to ourselves, how are we transforming communities? At what level should we be engaging at to make sure that we are helping out? So we then took this as a challenge for us. Thanks to Lunka, I think she directed us here. Last year we went to a school that is in Diepsloot, but the reception I've seen here, it actually causes us to want to come back more, because when we went there it was different. So thank you so much for what you are doing as the head of the school, as the teachers in the school. We really appreciate all the efforts you are you're putting to really shape South Africa, because somebody has to do it. So we really appreciate the job that you're doing. To the kids, we were once, as kids in school as well, going to school like you. I don't know, if I look around, maybe there will be one or two people who say I came up or I grew up in a well-up family. Some of us grew up in very poor families. We were walking 10 kilometers to school, 10 kilometers back. We were walking on barefoot, so I understand what it is like to walk on barefoot in June. No jersey, going to what? Going to school. So we have done it before. This is the reason why, when we say in the organization, we need to do this, we understand what it means to be walking on barefoot. And we do not want to see a kid who does not have a jersey when it's in June, who does not have a proper uniform because you feel like you are not, or you don't belong, who does not have shoes because we know it's very cold out there. So we have done this because we know what it is like. But one thing that I want to encourage you to do is to work hard. There is something that we hear a lot, even in the industry we are in. The word working hard has been made to be irrelevant. It has been made to be what? Irrelevant. The kids of these days, we are talking about working smart. We are talking about if a person is going to church, they want miracles. If you are not going to church and you are a kid, you are playing on Xbox, you want to win through those gaming and whatever, you win a win for, and you are rich all of a sudden. But I'm happy that you've got teachers who are guiding you. Because that word hard work, it's still very relevant. And it will never go out of what? Fashion. Show me a kid who works hard. Show me one, and they will be successful in life. The team you see here, they work very hard. Your teachers, for them to bring to you what they teach you, they work what? Very hard. For me to be empty of warrior talent, and one day you've been empty, I also have to work very hard. They will not respect me if I don't work hard. So your principal, I'm sure, is also one of the most hard-working people you find in the school. So hard work pays. Hard work gives you the desired food. Hard work, it will make you stand before kids. Show me a kid who works hard. You'll be a head boy one day. You will stand before the principal. The principal will respect that person. The teachers will respect what? That person. So over and above what we are giving you, we encourage you to work so hard. Because this is temporary. I may come from a poor family, but we've got an obligation to turn that around. Are we together?
Yes.
Does it make sense?
Yes.
Your current situation should not define who you are in the future. If I take you back 30 years ago, you'll be surprised to say this is where you are now. So your current circumstances should not define your future. We may have MDs sitting here, operations directors, finance directors, business development directors, BT managers. We may have a president here, sitting here, and the principal will be proud one day, be saying, that's my kid. We saw it coming. How? They were working so hard in school. So I'm really challenging you to be very much hardworking. And hard work talks to dedication. It talks to commitment. It talks to being focused. It talks to perseverance. To say against all odds, I'm gonna succeed. Are we together, kids? I'm not talking to your teachers, I'm talking to you. We have come for you, they've just given us an opportunity to talk to you. So we want you to work so hard. Your past should not determine your future, I've said that already. You are transformation agents. You need to add value to your school, you need to add value to your family, you need to add value to the community. We don't add value by stealing. We add value by being good in what we do, you are good at school, you do well in school, you go to university, you do well, you get your degree, and now you can uplift your what? Your community. Would not want to hear one day that, oh, is this boy who is terrorizing the community. Why? Because they failed at school. So what we are doing is Warrior Talent. We would also want you to do it one day. You remember Warrior Talent for that? To say Warrior Talent came to our school and they were giving shoes, uniforms, jerseys. I also want to do it one day. Are we together yet? That's the challenge I'm giving you with. I like Proverbs 22, verse 29. Actually, there are a lot of verses that were written by King Solomon in the book of Proverbs. But I've just chosen one. Because the Bible should be the cornerstone of everything we do. And in Proverbs, King Solomon wrote a lot about hard work. But there's one verse that I like a lot. Proverbs 22, verse 29. It says, do you see a man who excels in his work? Do you see a boy who excels in what? In his work. Do you see a girl who excels in his work? What does he say? He says, you will stand before kings. You will not stand before unknown men. You excel in your work, you will stand before kings. Ask them, they know it. If it's ministers, they've been before ministers. You stand before your principal, he's a king already. The vice king is there. Your teachers, you stand before them. Because why you are doing what you are excelling in your work. You stand before kings in the communities. You stand before kings because you are doing what? You are doing well. So that is the word I'm giving you to say, do so well in your school. Be so dedicated. Let them have headaches in terms of who can be our head boy, who can be our head girl. Why? Because you guys here are doing so well. You are not letting your circumstances define who you are. Thank you so much.